Alright, what's up again, internet? Watching more Overwatch Championship Series. Who's Zero? That's somebody that switched. Okay, let me return. I'm gonna try to remember who are these teams without looking at the rosters. I know I've got Students of the Game up against FMCL. I believe Students of the Game are Scissors and Cal and them, and then FMCL is Aerial, right? Or am I tripping? Alright, now I'm checking the rosters. I've got access to it. Symmetra's going to be teleporting their homies out and probably switching over back to Tracers. Oh, look at me. I'm psychic. I think I'm right. Yeah, Seeker is on FMCL and Rack Attack is on Students of the Game, who already got taken out. His counterpart left, trying to back up Aerial. The rest of Students of the Game. Actually, well, I'm sorry. I'm going to be messing this up for a minute. This is FMCL. Aerial, FMCL, Ariel, FMCL. Okay, I'm going to try to remember that. Infected and the rest of the students on the point, holding strong. Lost Rack Attack early in the fight, but they didn't care about it too much. And Scissors didn't get the bead on Zero underneath him, whoever. I almost dropped my controller and ruined everything, but it's okay. Scissors still holding down this high ground. Keeping beads on where Seeker and the rest of FMCL are coming in from. Did I slow it down? I sure did. Pasturing Aerial from the side. FMCL looking to address. Scissors is getting a lot of value in. There's a Deadeye from Seeker to slow down the neutral, try to let everybody get topped up, let Wrinkle address to everybody, tend to everybody, tend to their wounds, but it didn't work out. Seeker got taken out by PGE, advantage on the side of the students. FMCL getting pushed back by Infected. And there's a pulse bomb, it whiffs wide right. The Zero still on that ass, slapping them a little bit before burning the recall, trying to get a little bit of extra value. And already 50% on the board for Students of the Game, but FMCL sticking in it. PGE with the Deadeye, trying to slow it down. Cal getting pestered by Zero in the back line. Pulse Bomb is used. Burns the Immortality Field from Rinko. I need a new star on RuneScape. Here comes the Sound Barrier in response to Infected Terrorsaurs. Let that rock. Or actually, it was both Sound Barriers get expended. Seeker still in the fight. FMCL and Aerial trying to hold down the point, but but Infected in the Students of the Game holding strong. There's an amplification matrix out of Cal, trying to hold this angle. They don't want to give this fight up in particular. Might not have been the best angle to get value, but maybe he just wanted it to keep his teammates topped up. Infected and Scissors are still low. Seeker and the rest of FMCL trying to hold on to this point. And the Students of the Game not trying to give it up for free. Aerial low. They invested the pulse bomb to make sure he died. Dude, they really wanted him dead. Speaking of dead, Zero with the double kill with the pulse bomb. No immortality field to save Students of the Game. And they get taken out. Zero using the mobility to get to the high ground. Gonna be holding down these angles, and I'm gonna pause because I want to get to another star without missing anything. What are these? Southeast Varrock. Ugh. Okay, yeah, give me a second.
My mark. Hello. I'm the cream of the crop.
That's a good day. I'm hitting 98 mining today. Zero still on fire on the high ground, holding positioning, trying to get a bead on where Students of the Game are going to be attacking from, making the call outs to the teammates. Scissors and Zero. I have the high ground, Anakin. You don't want the smoke. Zero using the mobility. Getting a lot of damage in on him. Seeker takes out Rack Attack. And the superior positioning from FMCL, forcing Infected and the rest of students into bad positioning, into bad engagements, forced through choke point. Scissors is able to get Aerial off Alright, get Ariel out. Take Ariel out. Get Ariel. On the way out, Leb's gonna have to taxi them. Let's not address that Freudian slip, perhaps. Rinko burned the amplification matrix in that last fight. PGE using the Deadeye. Seeker matching them. Whose Cowboys is bigger? Neither of them. They both want to chill out behind cover in the Orissas. Ariel back in the fight. Needs the sound barrier from Lep to keep him alive. And there goes the immortality field from Rinko as well. Most of the sustainability off the board for FMCL. And PGE and the rest of the students of the game taking control of the point. We're going to see if they're going to be able to get the flip. Down goes Ariel. There goes most of the point presence. A lot of the damage and sustainability. Lep dropped as well. And it looks like FMCL going to try to regroup, disengage, and get one last solid fight with all of their members. Seeker switching over to the Sojourn for the last engagement. And they've got an off angle. Students of the game are wise to it. Surveying the field. Did they get a touch? Okay, overtime is triggered. Ariel's got a terror surge. Barak attacks out a sound barrier to mitigate the damage. Early use of the sound barrier. And Ariel's able to pull out the terror surge, but it might be too little too late. The immortality field comes out from Rinko to try to keep him alive, but the positioning was rough. Rinko unable to keep his teammates alive, losing the point. Has basically tried to get a little bit of amplification matrix value in for a moral victory or something. I don't know. Didn't necessarily have the right an opportunity to use it. I gotta stop myself from this It's like I'm trying to pick. I'm picking the words, trying not to speak so slowly. Just compose yourself. I also need the coffee. Systems online. Weapons ready. Nice spray. Is that Ash? Damn, is that Frost? She bad. Okay, sorry. Are you serious about the Ash pick? This could work with the Sigma on this poke, more poke centered map, or you can play more of the poke. It's got Sigma versus Sigma. I guess that's the wave in NA. Everybody's copying everybody. Usually it's the Orissas, but now we got Sigmas on the side. And Ash, ooh, hitting the dink on the Sojourn on the opposite side. PG is gonna have to get topped up by Cal, who's bleeding a little bit on his own. Spread out a pronged approach from students of the game. Seeker lobbing that lobbing that dynamite in like Peyton. Getting the burst damage. Oh, hitting these dinks, dude. Exerting a lot of control over the point. These other DPS are on notice. Already half of the way up to Bob. And that Butler could be potentially a free point flip, or at least force a lot of the students of the game out of position. But speaking of which, students of the game able to get the flip after a little bit of advantage for Infected on the side in this Sigma duel, force Seeker and the rest of FMCL back. And now they've got numbers. Bodies are dropping on the students on FMCL side, or student side rather. FMCL wrapping back around. Still got their core. Here comes a re-engagement. Fighting quick draw. What do I call this? Is this like a bridge area? The mega health pack? I'll call this like the mega. I'll call it like the mega bridge, maybe. The mega catwalk. Amplification matrices have been expended. Seeker looking for a head to take off. Nobody wants to smoke. I wouldn't. That's exactly why. Scissors gets hit in the side. Oh, an accretion. Catches the rock. And here comes the gravitic flex to try to follow up on it. But the flex supports are here to keep him alive. There's the immortality field. And the rest of FMCL trying to push him back, trying to get extra value in. Bob's on the board. Recall spent from Scissors, keeps him alive. Students of the game got ultimates on the way back in. They got an overclock pulse bomb and a sound barrier, but they got to go into all of this stuff from FMCL as well. They got everything except for the amplification matrix. Ariel got to hit a couple more hyperspheres, maybe an accretion. There it is. Already built up their way to amplification matrix. There's an activation of overclock to engage from PGE and let sound barrier in response. Bob from Seeker as well. Everybody's pressing Q. Bodies are falling. Everybody's trying to stay topped up and composed. Cal burning the immortality on himself to survive. Zera's pulse bomb. And PGE taking a little bit of a high ground, trying to spread out this damage, trying to put shots down range on FMCL. And they're able to get the flip. Students of the game taking control of the point once more. Zira almost got taken out. Able to escape with their life, get back to their teammates. Corralling FMCL near that mega health pack area. There's most of them back there. Somebody's coming back from spawn. It's the Lucio. Scissors just low. Cows is going to need to address that. Or Rack Attack. And PGE still helping Infected. And this, oh my lord, just like, what are you doing, dude? Why are you piping up for? PGE helping Infected in the Sigma duel. Taking flicks to the point. Taking out Lep. That's going to be another fight win. Slow, staggery death for FMCL. And they're in last fight territory. 85% on the board for students of the game. And this is the last round potentially. They took the first map. They took Village or Sanctum, whatever it's called. The drum. Gravitic Flux out of pocket for Infected. Burning a lot of cooldowns on the side of FMCL. Dive attempt from Zero, nothing doing. Overclock almost on the board for PGE. There's Aerial's Gravitic Flux. And the overclock from PGE going to try to back up Infected, who is really low on the Mega Health Pack area. Spending all the cooldowns. Kinetic Grasp in his face. But PGE is still putting shots down range. Able to clean up Lep on the point. I said somebody, just keeping it going. 4-on-4. Tracer goes down on his side. And PGE power sliding in. Once the Ash took her head off. Feeling confident. FMCL needs this fight to stay in it. And they're not going to get it. The point's going to go back over to students of the game. Disruptor failed to slow down Ariel on her way back in. And she's getting rocked, hitting the back of the head, slapped up by Sigma. And that's going to be the first map going over to students of the game. And I only have 3 replay codes, so we know how this one ends again. But we're still going to watch. Especially because of that. Dun, dun. I love this song. Don't play with my emotions, Zero. Are you really coming out on the Gingu? It sounds like it.
You've told me about your family. Not sure that's a compliment.
I was listening to that.
No mistakes.
Oh, Deadass, we're on the Life Weaver? Okay, so I've seen the Life Weaver on this point a few times, and they got absolutely assassinated by the Tracer on the other side. So that's what I'm going to be looking for. But you know what? I actually saw... Who was it that got some value out of the Needler? Anyways, whatever, dude. Cal and Rack Attack on these new supports. Still unfamiliar exactly with what Alari does. I know she's got like a gun and something about the sun. And we got Ariel coming out on the Ramatra, able to brawl out the Sigma and also match him on the poke when the spacing is right. And so we've got FMCL taking up shop on the train on the high ground, but they are corralled. Trying to take... Don't shoot my flower! My pedal! Rack Attack and the rest of students of the game backing up. Ariel and FMCL wrapping around, burning the Nemesis mode, trying to sustain themselves. So now they've got some positioning. But it's a little bit of an awkward fight. They're wrapping their way all the way around the point, rotating there, forcing cooldowns out of Infected and forcing them down off the high ground. Now they wrap back around to the mini room. Dude, what is this? What are they playing? Whack-a-mole? Oh, they're going back around to the spawn. Oh, they went and got Cal. Okay, Rack Attack. How's he gonna be able to keep up keep Infected alive as a solo healer? Trying to get value in with the Needlers, long range. Pinging the students of the game, or speaking FMCL. They switch swides, all right. Infected using advantage of that pedal platform. Along with all of these cooldowns and the barrier for the sustainability. Already a tick on the side of FMCL, and there's the second one. Here comes the second recontest. Infected's unable to get around the corner. Scissors on the off angle, trying to get value in on the back line. Lep is there to match him. There's a tree. Rack planted a tree. The pulse bomb goes out. Nothing doing. Sound barrier from Lep. For the sustainability, but it's nothing doing on the side of students of the game. FMCL looking good. Aerial and them. Nemesis. Dude, did you see him coming after you? That Nemesis was absolutely terrifying, dude. And now Aerial and the rest of FMCL in a good spot. They've got ultimates in the bait. They got an S word to pull out. They've got high ground positioning. They've got the counter pick as well, since they've still got infected, committed to the Sigma until he uses this gravitic flux at the very least. Some switches coming out of the side of students of the game. Look at their back line, back to something more traditional with the Lucio Baptiste. Here we go, a lot of cart progress already on the side of FMCL. Here comes the engagement. Ravenous Vortex chucked into the back line. Zero's able to follow up on it. Pulls out the S word. PGE goes down, but Rack Attack's able to trade out. The Ninja goes down as well. Aerial and the rest of FMCL just holding on to their positional advantage, forcing back students of the game. And Infected didn't get a chance, didn't see an opportunity to pull out the Flux. But I'm about to show you what the Flux is up. Aerial, likewise, still holding on to that Annihilation, still getting a lot of progress on this cart. Let's see what Zira and Scissors are getting up to in this Tracer duel. Getting a little cheeky with it. Here's Aerial and the rest of FMCL pushing Infected and the students off the high ground. Infected pulling out the Gravitic Flux. Burning cooldowns on the side of FMCL, but Infected, nothing doing. Too much sustainability, too much defense outside of FMCL. Still holding the ground. This Ramatra still contesting the high ground. Nemesis mode. Accretion able to meet him. There's a Ravenous Vortex. In fact, he's going to have to try to work his way out of that. Here comes Amplification Matrix from Rinko. Extra aggression on the side of students of the game. Scissors is able to take out Lep in the backline, dude. Counteracted. That's the X factor, the Tracers with that Pulse Bomb. And that's going to be the fight win. Infected students of the game had to give up so much space because of the Amplification Matrix from Rinko. But Scissors was able to hit the Pulse Bomb. Take the win for students of the game. FMCL. So what does FMCL mean again? It's like F my life, F my something life. Whatever. Okay, so now we see FMCL, Aerial and them wrapping all the way around Infected. Wise to it. Pinging. Everybody's aware. And we're going to have an engagement. They want to force a brawl in this hallway. And we got ultimates on the board for either side. PGE takes out Seeker before they're able to wrap all the way around to the high ground like they wanted. They lost Seeker, lost a lot of their damage. FMCL and Aerial sticking in it. Nemesis mode already used. Back to the poke. Is the Flux coming out? Ravenous Vortex slowing Infected a little bit, making them think twice. The Aerial and the rest of FMCL dropping down to the low ground on the cart. As Athena said, under a minute left to go. Wrapping back around, trying to get some value in. Here's a Gravitic Flux in response. Chucking up Wakanda forever, trying to mitigate some of this incoming damage, but has the window to deal with it. The PGE hits the railgun through it. Lost Aerial, lost his speed boost, lost his main support, but trying to stick in the fight. Chucking the Ravenous Vortex, getting a little bit of value in, accessing that Annihilation. But here comes Infector and the rest of the students of the game trying to push him off the high ground, trying to make him bleed before this last push. Last fight territory. Onus is going to be on Zira and Lep to get a touch on trigger overtime. Seeker switching over to the Sombra stall pick as well. And Aerial needs to hold on to this Ramatra and not switch over to a Doomfist or anything because they've got an Annihilation. They got to get value out of it. That's going to be their only chance. Stall picks. Sombra. La Sombra on the point. Teleporting to the mini. Getting isolated by Scissors and the rest of the students of the game who want to take her out. But now Aerial's here. Here comes the real last fight. trying to hold on to this annihilation until the very last second, until they really need it, trying to get all the value out of it, but they lost Rinko early. There goes the bulk of the healing. And you might have needed to pull that annihilation out earlier a little bit, bro. Try to force some of the stuff out. Unable to stall. La Sombra goes down. FMCL. That's as far as they'll get. Students of the game have a very clear win objective. Win objective, win condition. Very clear objective. Who won that last match? That last map? I'm commentating too much, man. I'm still thinking about M80, like, absolutely decimating Dante. Like, that was so sick. Alright. I'm gonna relax. I think I might be hitting caffeine crash. That just means I gotta go for a walk. Alright, there's our goal line. Very clear objectives. Right next to the taxi. How about that? It's beautiful. New York. And got, what are these wheels, dude? These are like hover cars? Some sort of, whatever, dude. Future technology, alien technology, illegal alien tech.
That's exactly what I'm talking about.
Yeah, see, Lucio feels me. He's also a xenophobe. He's a fellow xenophobe. He's a Brazilian. Don't get it twisted. Look at him dancing around, having a good time. Looking like a kid in a candy store. All these poles. Dancing on them just like his mother. Let me stop. Alright. Infected. And the rest of the students of the game have a very clear run condition. They've got to unlock the point, and they've got to get it under the bridge past the taxi. Okay. Sticking with the Sigma, knowing the area and the rest of FMCL are playing the Ramatra. That has been what people have been picking to counter, but Infected and the rest of the students of the game have been adjusting, holding on to it pretty well. Here comes a brawl engagement from the Ramatra's Nemesis mode. Accretion goes out. See, Scissors and the rest of students of the game getting the best of this engagement. DPS goes down the back line. Infected doesn't care about that Ravenous Vortex. Rocks the body of Lep on the way out to let him know. And we're going to have 3 on. Going to be getting these ticks really quickly. What's FMCL going to do to re-engage? Or if they're just going to disengage and give it up. Yep. 5:30 on the board for students of the game to get the cart that far. So they basically need to win. Let's be generous and call it 3 fights. It might just be 2. Lep assisting his homie Trace Zero on in the Tracer duel. But he's like, all right, you're on your own. I need to help out. I need to help out our tank. Activating Nemesis mode. Denying high ground positioning. Beautifully done, dude. Actually, nice follow up. Skeet shot out of the air. Cal got taken out. There goes a lot of the healing for Infected and the rest of the students of the game. But they're sticking in the fight. Lucio is absolutely instrumental, man. You gotta have the Lucio. You gotta have him to deny that high ground to characters like that. His mobility is unparalleled. And now you got students of the game thinking about, or you got FMCL thinking about how they want to handle this Bob. They're able to take him out. They chill out. Unable to save his homie. The immortality field comes in too late from Rinko. And Lep had to watch his tank go down to the pulse bomb as they made sure he made sure he died. Cal takes him out. And Infected and students of the game are looking solid, getting this card progress. Zero takes out PGE. But look how close they're getting to the goal line already. Ariel and the rest of FMCL are going to have to hold very strong for the next 4 minutes. They've only got a few inches left to go. But here they are. Students of the game taking to the high ground. Know they don't have to get the cart too much further. So they just want a clean fight win. And they've got ultimates on the board. There's a gravitic flux from Infected. Hits nothing. Ariel with the annihilation. Mitigating. I'm not sure still what this sun thing does. I know it marks somebody for death. Infected. Goes down on the point. FMCL taking a fight win. Some time off the board for students of the game, but they're still looking okay. Ravenous Vortex almost caught PGE. Okay, yeah. They can't give it up. They can't. I was gonna say I would have chased him around that corner and made sure he died because he's very killable. But they are in last fight territory. They only need an inch. Here come PGE and the rest of the students of the game trying to recontest this high ground. Aerial trying to hold strong with the Ramatra behind the barrier, but has to drop down. Ravenous Vortex to try to slow him down. Here comes a re-engagement on the side hallway. Why did I... oh yeah, let me address the fact that Infected has switched over to the Orisa. Can out-brawl this aerial on the Ramatra. And there's the engagement. Spear spinning in. Forcing Rinko to call out the amplification matrix to try to force Infected back. But there's nothing doing. Students of the game looking solid. Taking out FMCL slowly. Looks like they're going to be pushing the cart across. And there it is. Students of the game going up 2-0. Takes Midtown. And we're going over to Esperanza. Oh man, I can't wait. Luminosity versus Citrus Nation and Toronto Defiant versus M80 after this. Both go to 4 maps. So don't know who wins. This one, however, I only got 3 replay codes. Spoiler alert. What it is, yo. What's up? Okay. Yeah, I should hit 98 mining today. It's gonna be a good day. Well, I mean, it already is a good day. Every day is a good day. Learn to practice gratitude. Hey, Maimon, dude. Okay, that's what this team is. Okay, so Maimon, FMCL, on the Tracer. Tracer Specialist. Gonna be trying to keep tabs on Scissors. Tracer Duel, incredibly important in these push maps. FMCL trying to turn it around. Down 2-0. And here it is. Already got the Tracer Duel happening behind on the backside of the church, but Aerial goes down. Maimon and the rest of FMCL getting pushed back. Here's the aggression from Infected and the rest of the students of the game. Taking control of the bot. Yeah, I got that, Kiriko. Thanks for the commentary. Swift stepping. Trying to hit these kunais. Trying to keep Seeker and the rest of FMCL topped up. Aerial already going low, having to burn cooldown. Spear spin off the board for a few seconds. Here they are wrapping around, gonna engage Infected and the rest of the students of the game on the high ground. I think Cal is behind on Kitsune just because his team is not taking as much damage. Imagine that. Aerial and Infected on the Orisas, jockeying for position. Trying to give the teammates some space to work with. Aerial is low, has the burn, fortify, and the spear spin. Infected pressing the advantage. The rest of students of the game know they're weak, know they're bleeding. Taking the bot advantage, taking the positional advantage. Huge boop out of left. Pushes Aerial out of high ground, or out of the rack attack rather. Both, and we've got Kitsune spin it from FMCL side early. Cal didn't have his yet, which means he gets to hold on to it. Wraps around. Here comes the Kitsune engagement. Fortify in that ass. And Infected and the rest of the students of the game trying to put damage in. Sound barriers off the board for both teams. PGE with the overclock, taking out bodies. Lep went down. And the rest of FMCL, not long for this world. Is it a block party? There it is. Team kill.
Solid work.
And now we got PGE and the rest of students of the game. Good positioning. High ground. 2.5 minutes down already. And you might think it's 10 minutes, so we got plenty of time. It's like you got no time, alright? That bot has a lot of ways to go. It's like 30 seconds either way. So between the barriers. Gotta account for a lot of things in this push game mode. PGE putting shots down, laying shots down range into the hotel at FMCL. Activation of overclock from Seeker. Tries to force him down off the high ground and get some of this space back. Oh! Okay, excuse me. Yeah, that was just a headshot on on Infected. I forget about this spot, man. This is like such good value. But it is a little exposed. really good. Allows you to match the verticality of the high ground of those bridges, but he's gonna have to power slide back to cover. Seeker gets scissors with the body shot, takes him down. Disruptor sent up to the high ground, trying to put damage on PGE and the rest of the students of the game. As FMCL tries to get control of this bot. Infected. The call comes in from the teammates. They want the Sojourn, but Infected might have overextended a little bit. Didn't have the teammates there with him to back up the aggression. He goes down early, so it looks like students of the game gonna lose this fight. Seeker and him taking control of the bot.
Steady.
6 minutes left on the clock. FMCL on their last legs, down 2-0. They've got ultimates in the bank. Maimon has a pulse bomb. There's a Kitsune for a Kitsune. Rinko and Cal activating the Fox Spirits. Got their teammates hyped up. Sniffing lines. Everybody's got reduced cooldown. And increased firing rates. Now that the Kitsunes have dissipated. Here come the overclocks. Overclock from PGE activates the sound barrier from LEP. And there's rack attacks in response. Maimon trying to wrap around. Trying to avoid these powered up students of the game. Trying to get extra value in. Able to converge on the target. Take out the Lucio in the back line. But Infect is able to take out LEP as well. Numbers on the side of students of the game. And Infected them. Able to take control of the bot once more. There's FMCL's barrier. And here comes the bot. Look how fast it's going away, man. Rinko, FMCL, gonna have to figure out a way to aggress. Only have the overclock available. And Seeker might be out of position. But he's got a teammate to back him up. He's got Lep here with him on the off angle. Trying to get some value in. And with that Distraction City, Ariel was able to get back control of the bot. And here comes the engagement under the archway. Nice javelin preemptive around the bot. Wanted, curving it like Wanted. Seeker with the overclock, forcing students of the game back. Whiffs the railgun. Scissors lucky to escape with his life, but not for long. Power slide in there. Follows up on it with the, I don't know, what's he called? Some sort of rifle. I should probably learn that. FMCL trying to just hold strong, not overextend. Here comes the engagement. The terror surge from Infected. Hardcore engagement on Seeker, singling him out. There goes a lot of the damage for FMCL. But Cal goes down, so there's the healing for students of the game. Maimon and the rest of FMCL holding strong. The bodies are still dropping on either side. FMCL loses their main support, and down goes Ariel. Maimon still in the fight. Gonna try to escape with his life. No more blinks. Ariel gonna have a terror surge and left with a sound barrier to match rack attacks. The Cal's got a Kitsune, and PGE's gonna have an overclock.
Let's fix that. Disrupting.
Laying shots down range into the hotel yet again. PGE on the high ground. Trying to make FMCL think twice about trying to get some of these pokes in. Narrowly dodging the railgun. Did you see him? He dodged Michael Jackson that ass. Here comes the overclock. It's on the board.
Railgun still at full power.
I'm going to be looking for ultimates and ultimates in response to ultimates and ultimates in response to ultimates. There's the overclock from PGE. Attempt to disengage and corral themselves in the corner from FMCL, but it's not working. All the cooldowns getting burnt. There's Ariel's terror surge trying to turn this fight around, but they're unable to do so. Gets cleaned up by PGE's last rail. Another block party. 5 dead. While she's yelling in his seat, he's screaming, 5 dead, they're really bad.
I'm on fire. Clear out.
And here are students of the game taking control of the streets phase. 2 minutes left to go. You see what I'm saying? Is like you thought you had time, dude. It's like been like 2 fights since the last time I said that we had 6 minutes left to go. And here we are. FMCL already in dire straits.
That feels much better.
Ultimates on the board. Infected's got the Terror Surge. Rack Attack's got the Sound Barrier. And Cal's got a Kitsune. We're going to be able to exchange ultimates yet again here. Everything except for Overclock on the board for students of the game. There's a Terror Surge. Terror Surge, excuse me, Kitsune for Kitsune. Cal's able to take out Maimon. And Aerial ate the Pulse Bomb. Huge value. Oh no, those Overclock from Seeker might be too little too late. He's able to take out Cal. Actually, looks like FMCL is going to try to turn the fight in their favor. Oh no. They lost Rinko. A little late. Almost only a minute left to go. 1-1-1. Light a candle. Make a wish. Down goes Scissors. Distraction for Maimon. Lep was able to converge on the target. Hit him in the back of the head with those... I don't know what the hell. Some music. He's probably hitting you with like really bad mumble rap or something like that. Just like concentrated mumble rap to the brain. Alright. Lep tending to Seeker, was making sure he didn't get dived on in the hotel. Here comes the disruptor. Lep with the peel, trying to make sure nobody dives on Seeker. Has the boop available for him to keep him alive. But Aerial's gonna have to tend to themselves and try to deal with Infected and the rest of the students of the game on the point. Scissors takes down Maimon. Numbers on the side for students of the game yet again. Sound barriers come out in response to one another and the Terror Surges. All off the board. Cal and the rest of the students of the game getting the better of this engagement. 3-on-5. Numbers on their side still. Aerial, not long for this world. Gonna try to get as much value in as they can before they go down. Knows that they're in last fight territory. Maimon has to touch to keep overtime alive. Gets in there, tries to use a pulse bomb to get some value in. Has to burn the recall. Trying to keep overtime alive. Highest value target there was the Cutico. Nobody, nothing doing. And that's just gonna be it. That's gonna be the end. 3-0. Students of the game takes it over FMCL. FMCL goes home. And I believe that's going to be tied for 5th. Something like that. But good stuff from them, dude. I like watching them. FMCL, yeah. Cool stuff. Alright, I need to go drink water and walk around and stuff. I'm brain farted. I've just been talking Overwatch for like the first hour of the day. Loving life. Having a good time. I got more sets to watch later. Alright, click on more videos, drink water, stretch your legs, do other stuff that's good for you, and less of the bad stuff that's bad for you. Alright, take care of yourselves, guys. See you.